Hi, it's Steve here from Whistler Adventure School again. I'm going to introduce you guys to some of the frame facing and preparation tools that we have here at the school. One thing that's really unique about our operation is we have the ability to have all of these tools that are available to properly prepare a bicycle frame for a ground-up build. So this is the kind of tooling that you'd be using for a high-end rebuild on a steel, titanium, or a high-end aluminum bicycle frame. First up, we've got the Park BTS1. This is a combination tool that's designed to chase the threads on a bottom bracket shell, so actually clean any paint, excess material, corrosion out of those threads to ensure a proper bottom bracket interface, and also a cutter to remove excess material from the bottom bracket shell. This is a really important tool to use, particularly if you are rebuilding a frame that's had a respray or a freshly painted frame, because there'll be a lot of material left in there that's going to cause you problems if you don't use this this tool and perform this part of the operation. Very important for a proper rebuild. Following on from that, we have the Park HTR tool. This tool basically does a very similar job to the cutting element of the bottom bracket tool, and its purpose is to face the head tube. Again, the sort of thing you'd be using on a very high-end rebuild, a frame that's been freshly painted. You want to remove the excess paint there, make sure you get that headset interfaced in there properly, and you'll get years and years of longevity out of the project. The Park DT 1.2 is a disc mount facing tool. So this is designed for bikes with the older style of disc brake mount. And you'll find a lot of high-end steel hardtails still using that kind of mount system. So again, the cutting blade on this is designed to remove excess material and paint from the disc mount, and that's going to make sure that your disc mounts are completely parallel and in line. And that's the cornerstone of a correct disc brake setup. So again, a very important tool to use on a high-end rebuild. Park tool headset press. Again, this is a very commonly used tool, more commonly than the other sort of cutting and facing tools. And this is the tool that we'd be using to properly insert headset cups into a bike frame. In contrast, the Rocket tool is a tool that students will become familiar with. This is the tool that we're going to use to actually remove headset cups from a bicycle frame. Very important tool. You can improvise your way to tools like this, but in doing so, you'll often find that you'll cause damage to either the headset or potentially even the bicycle frame. And then the final frame prep tool for today's little session, this is the Park CRS system. It's designed for setting the crown races onto suspension and non-suspension forks. So that's going to give you a nice bearing engagement onto the crown race of the fork, and make sure that your headset's going to run nice, smoothly for years to come. So yeah, that's an overview of some of the frame prep and frame installation tools that we have here at the school, and their usage is covered extensively in the 60-hour bike technician course.